Hello everyone, it's Jen from Old Tinkerer Studio. In this tutorial we will be making a low poly train passenger car. This will be a multi-tutorial series where we make a low poly train and then animate it along a track. Add a cube and move it to the back of the tender. Scale the cube to the desired size for a passenger car. Duplicate the wheels from the tender and then align them to the passenger car. Then hide the tender and the engine. Add 2 horizontal loop cuts to the lower part of the passenger car. This will become the deck. Now inset the new face on the front and the back of the passenger car. Then scale the inset face along the Z-axis. Extrude the new faces along the X-axis. Add a cube and scale it to the desired size for a step. Then align the top step to the bottom of the passenger car. Add 2 vertical loop cuts to the step. And scale the loop cuts along the x-axis to the desired width of the outer part of the steps. Now duplicate the step and space the duplicates so the bottom step is near the bottom of the wheel. Add a horizontal loop cut toward the back of the top step. Select the new faces and extrude them up along the z-axis to align to the deck. Select the bottom outer edge of the top step and the top outer edge of the next step and bridge the faces. Repeat these steps as needed to connect the steps. Duplicate the steps. Rotate them around the z-axis 180 degrees. And align the duplicates to the other side of the deck. Duplicate the steps and align them to the back deck. Add a cube. And scale it to the desired size for a post for the handrail. Duplicate and align the post to the front part of the deck. Duplicate a post and rotate it around the x-axis 90 degrees. Then align the duplicate to the top of the handrail. Make sure that you leave a gap in the middle. Then scale the top of the handrail along the x-axis. Add a cylinder with 6 vertices, and this will become our handbrake. Scale the handbrake to the desired size. Then align the handbrake to the space in between the handrails. Inset the top face and extrude it along the z-axis. Add a cylinder with 12 vertices. This will become the wheel for the handbrake. And scale the wheel of the handbrake to the desired size. Then inset the top and bottom faces. And delete the faces. Align the wheel to the top of the handbrake. Select the top and bottom inner edge loops and bridge the edge loops. And select 4 of the interfaces. And extrude them toward the center of the wheel of the handbrake. Scale the extruded faces. move them down along the Z-axis so they're angled toward the thinner section of the handbrake. Duplicate the handrail and the handbrake and align them to the other deck. Add 2 horizontal loop cuts to the passenger car. Scale the edge loops to the desired height of the windows. Then add vertical edge loops to define the windows. The number of edge loops will depend upon the length of the passenger car. And inset the faces that will become the windows on both sides of the passenger car. Extrude the faces along the Y-axis toward the center of the passenger car. Add 2 vertical loop cuts for the doors. Scale the loop cuts along the Y-axis to the size of the door. Add a horizontal loop cut just above the deck. Select the inner faces of the doors. And inset them on the front and rear of the passenger car. Then extrude the faces along the X-axis toward the center of the passenger car. Select the top faces of the passenger car. And extrude them along the Z-axis. Select the outer face loop of the extruded faces and extrude them to form an overlap for the roof. Select the top center faces of the roof and extrude them along the Z-axis. Select the faces along the edge of the extruded section on both sides. and inset them. Then extrude the inset faces along the y-axis towards the center of the passenger car. Select the bottom center faces on the front and back of the passenger car underneath the decks and inset them. Scale the inset face along the y-axis. Extrude the faces along the x-axis so they extrude slightly beyond the deck. Unhide the train engine. Move the passenger car back if you need to so it's not overlapping with the train engine. Duplicate the link and pin coupling. Rotate the duplicate around the z-axis 180 degrees. And align the duplicate to the extruded face from the passenger car. Select the link and duplicate it. Rotate the duplicated link around the x-axis 90 degrees. Then move the duplicated link along the x-axis to connect the two couplings. And there we have our passenger car. I hope you found this useful. Have a good day.